We should be in. We are, in fact, in.
Hey, and welcome to this week's episode of the Story Told's actual play of The Last Caravan If Tomorrow Never Comes. Uh, Before we start tonight, just as a reminder, we continue to be proud members of the D20 Radio Network, as well as being partnered with Fool's Moon Entertainment. And we are affiliated with 10 Roll Dice. So if you use the code StoryTold10, you will receive 10% off your next order. But please, let me introduce our Atlas, our narrator, our story guide. Just Jarn.
Oh God, he's talking about me. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Hi, I am just Jarn. I am or Jarn for short. I am the Atlas for this adventure. Again, telling a story of a group of individuals who come together in a post-apocalyptic world where winter is coming long and hard, and for the most part, they are going to have to survive. But I only set up the scene. It is actually these wonderful individuals that are around me that are going to be telling the story. And so, going ahead, I'm going to be introducing one by one this beautiful and amazing cast, starting off with Serena.
Oh, my name is Serena X Moon. You can find me on all socials. And I am playing the wrench, the mechanic. And she is a bit of a loose cannon. And she's kind of just going around along, was going along for the ride, but now has kind of gotten really close with this group of people. So we're just kind of following along her story as it develops. And yeah, that's that's who I'm playing.
Excellent. Introducing next, Nady Danger.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nady Danger, but you can call me Nady. I am a voice actor, TTRP professional dungeon master slash TTRPG enthusiast, and overall lover of all things from the greatest country in the world, Philadelphia. You can find me on any social platform at Nady Danger. And here I play everyone's favorite lovable bastard, Clint McCarthy, photographer and journalist for the Associated Press, when there was one.
Awesome, awesome. All right, next I'm going to be introducing Logan.
Hi, everyone. I'm Logan. I'm one of the hosts here at The Story Told. I'm also a game designer. I helped write Tribes in the Dark that has just recently been released from Kickstarter. That was really exciting. And I am playing Ezra Wren, our resident stargazer and sad boy.
Very sad boy. All right, but continuing on to introduce our further players, Lex.
Hey, everyone. I'm Lex Basile Price. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming. You can also listen to my melodious voice, if you so choose, on I Guess, a show where I hate everything until someone convinces me otherwise. This week's episode was about not being your best, which is clearly something I know nothing about. Uh, it In the game, I play River, who I realize I've never said what River's book class is ever once, not once. Not going to start tonight, but no, she's the lookout, and yeah, she's she's jiving with these people. She came late, but she's finding her spot.
Awesome, excellent. Next, I'm going to be introducing Eleanor.
Hi, I'm Eleanor, aka Foibles and Fables on all socials. I'm a TTRPG performer and storyteller. You can find me every Wednesday on the Harlequin's Hallowed Hearth YouTube channel, hosting Pathfinder 2e Gothic Horror AP, which I created called An End to Hunger. In this game, I play Caitlin, who is the bandage, and her role is to heal others, and largely she's been doing that through healing her own trauma by finding and forging connections with everybody in the caravan.
Excellent. And finally, but never least, the one, the only, Doc.
Hey, I'm Doc, the loudest half of Creative Disarray LLC. I don't really do much, to be honest with you. This is pretty much the only thing that I'm in. I don't do any, I'm not working on, I don't work with like Goblin Tuesday or Into the Night or The Bad Ideas or No Safe Rules or
Road to
God.
Wrestle Deep.
Just creative
That's a lot of
disarray.
things
Yeah.
going on for
I
you.
guess. I guess. Working with my wonderful wife, it is in producing things like the Road to Wrestle Deep, and soon to be the Dirty Penguin Man audio drama, and writing for a bunch of different other stuff, and just doing what we can to be part of the community and also give space for people to tell their stories. As we do like to say, the internet is our campfire, and that's what we're all about. So that's why we join wonderful crews like this and try to make space for them as well. I also play Arthur, the Bruiser, ex-boxer who just wants to make it home and prove that he always had it in himself to actually be a father, even if he didn't believe it.
Awesome. All right. And so, to get you guys all back into the story, the last few days have been, well, life changing would be short of a statement to really say, but for the most part, it has been devastating. It has been something that has affected all of you to certain extents. It has demonstrated the strength and resilience you have, but it's also tested your measures. And yet, even now, the aluminum Falcon, as well as the truck, which we've never named, we should definitely come up with a name for it eventually, are driving through the snow. The 54 highway moving east to west is long, lengthy, and for the most part, cutting towards the heart of America, not really filled with too many things to observe. The Ozarks towards the south kind of rise. And again, in the bleakness of this winter, the cloud cover kind of covers them, hiding them behind mist and cloud. You'll see the peaks every now and then, but for the most part, there's not much else to see. You'll see it as the car continues, or the cars continue to drive. You'll see signs kind of noting the exits of certain locations. But really, the thing that is pushing forward this group is the last call upon their radio. The last call of Charlotte, who, all for all intents and purposes, you guys are trying to get to as quickly as possible. And yet, you don't know how far that is going to take you. You don't know when that is going to happen. And for all you know, by the time you get there, well, it may be too late. But you don't know. At this point, you're going to be driving. You're going to see you're pulling up towards a small city called Davie City. Um, you'll see the signs of it kind of coming in, rust upon the signs, again, demonstrating the fact that after the war, there hasn't been maintenance for any of the roads, any of the cities, nothing to that effect. At this point, you can see almost like a thin trail of smoke rising up from Davie City. You'll see that the turnoff is coming around. At this point, as you look, you're going to realize again, you have sufficient fuel to continue moving forward. You have some supplies to be able to aid you. And the stream of smoke, well, it could bode either well or it could be an omen. The question for the group at this moment, as you guys are pushing forward, do you stop at Davie City or do you just continue going forward, making your way towards Rio Fuerte?
That was gonna be my question, because obviously at the end, a lot of time for questions in the drama. But is Rio Fuente another thing that's a name that's kind of developed? Like, we know where it is, or like we know of it ahead of time, or is it kind of like a thing we're trying to get information about to get there?
Question is, would you guys have passed through here? Would you guys have come through what would be the Heartland, America?
Well, I know that I can answer no. I'm
Mhm.
mostly East Coast.
Yeah, I think Huntington is the farthest west that Caitlin ever got.
I mean, Arthur would have gone all the way to the West Coast previously, with either traveling for fights or just that's where his wife's family is.
Oh, I mean, during the apocalypse, like after the 2 month war. Jarn, maybe you could clarify that. Was that question, have we ever?
Well, I'm asking you, would your characters ever traveled outside of their kind of starting locations or their locations that they grew up in fundamentally to cross Heartland America? If you feel confident that your character did a east to west travel at some point or another and kind of would have passed by in those in that location like in the state of Missouri, then I definitely wouldn't be too off put if you guys would recognize Rio Fuerte.
Okay, yeah, still no for me. I only saw it from a plane going from the west coast to the east coast.
No.
Yeah, I don't the the little that Caitlin knows of geography, she would assume that Rio Fuente is further west, um, or south. So I really don't think that she'd want to take a gamble and stop.
Yeah, I would also say that even if Arthur had traveled even by vehicle, it would have been this is how I get to where I'm going. I don't know what the rest of the map says, if that makes sense. Geography is not the strong suit, the destination is.
Yeah, like most small towns on a map, you normally just ignore them unless you need some gas or to refuel, and for the most part, you just bypass them, continuing on your journey. So yeah, at this point, again, you'll see the sign for Davy City. Do you guys want to get off, or do you want to continue?
I've already said my piece, so you guys can go ahead.
Well, it's you and Arthur in the truck, right?
So the past few days, we've been traveling River, Caitlin, and Bug, and then Arthur, Ezra, and Clint. We stopped at the gas station. So if there was a time to shuffle, that would be the time. So we can continue as we are in that configuration, or we can have switched it. I mean, let put it to Arthur. Do you feel like hearing the radio that night, you know, Clint and Caitlin were able to talk a little bit. River was able to talk with the rest of you guys. Like, what do you think?
I'll give you Arthur's mindset. After the radio went off, that's all that's mattered. That's actually the moment that he realized Kelly was gone. Because obviously you had the moment outside the bridge. Didn't obviously Clint was handling things, all that stuff. It didn't really register for him because he got in the car. We've been trapped that night. We kind of got there and we were then got out of the cars. And then he goes to turn like, hey, where would they have? Do you know about that? Like, get information from her. Now she's gone, and so now he's further, irritated and pissed off, and now like considering decisions going back through that side of things. So now he's just trying to find out exactly how to get to Rio Fuentes to get to the next step, and that's all he's concentrating on. He doesn't want to stop to help anybody else if it's not going to help the plan, if it's not going to help us get closer, or if there's nothing in there that can be like, hey, this would give us an advantage of where we're going or help us get there. He doesn't give a shit.
I think knowing that, I think Caitlin would feel confident enough to be in the other car because we're aligned as far as that goes. So it's like if each of us is in a car, each of us can have that voice of saying, none of this fucking matters. We need to keep moving. So whoever's in the others, it can be 4 and 2, or it can be 3 and 3.
Okay.
But I assume Arthur in the Falcon and me, and then that would put me in the pickup.
Right. Okay. So you're in. Okay. Is anybody in the car going to complain if I smoke in it? I mean, we've got like 2 or 3 days of travel. All right. then I'm definitely in the. Wait, complaining that I gave you one, or am I bribing you with a cigarette to? I'm in the car with Ezra. I wanted to be there anyway. I'm pretty sure the heat works in the car, so.
Yeah, I don't
So
think River wants to be in smoke car.
We're keeping our configurations then, right? 3 and 3, guys and girls.
Yeah, which makes complete sense.
Okay, so
and to blow it out the cracked window and not towards the center or towards Arthur. That's the other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't mind, just kind of don't put it out on Arthur's face. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, with that in mind, we have walkie-talkie communication between the two of us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, I
And
think River's been manning ours.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. So I think that Clint has been in the back, kind of more quiet, working in his notebook, just kind of writing. He's got so much stuff to catch up on and stuff to write. But the smoke from there, from the town off, and the notice of the signs with like the exit, the oncoming exit, I think that I would go to at least River and kind of lean over and say to River, "Do you want to check
On the
On the
on the
walkie?
walkie. On the
God,
walkie.
you scared the crap out of me. I thought I was muted."
No.
Yeah.
You're just not. This is
I-
yeah.
Yeah. I think that I would want River to check in with the truck and see if they want to or we want to check in and see if the radio picks up anything or the walkie-talkie or we're able to communicate with anybody in that town. Otherwise, then yeah, as long as we got enough beer
I
and
think
cigarettes, we can keep
that-
going.
You saying that River probably looks over at Caitlin and gets the vibe of what her feelings are, but I think that River might be doing that, like switching through the channels.
Yeah.
And just seeing if there's anything.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we don't like get on the exit, because my concern is like, what if it's rigged? You know, it's a choke point, it's an ambush point.
Yeah. But I'll do that.
River, do me a favor.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do search and survey.
Fantastic. And I'll use a heroism because why not? I've got them to spare.
Oh yeah, we all have one more because we started a new session, right?
No.
Yep.
3,
Yes.
3, 2, 4.
Four's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
As you're flipping through the radio, for the most part, all you've been receiving is static. It has been kind of just a consistent sound, one which you may just be annoyed listening to. Whatever your thoughts are, as you're drifting through, again, trying to just change radios, trying to change frequencies, trying to pick up anything, trying to see if you can hear a conversation, pick up something from perhaps the others, Mabel, Charlotte, whoever. You're going to pick up momentarily, the static kind of stops. And you're going to hear a voice kind of come onto the radio, not specifically towards you, but specifically like talking to someone else. Like you're intercepting some transmission that was not meant for you. And at this point, you'll see that they go ahead and the voice is just like a very deep, very gruff voice comes on and it's just like, "I don't care about those bastards. Kill them all." It kind of goes off. You'll see that the radio kind of goes static once more. You'll hear kind of like this voice kind of responding. Yes, sir. Over. And at that moment, the static hits once more. It sounded human. It sounded, again, military. But for the most part, you don't have any indication as to what it could be.
Hit the
River,
gas.
River, before like calling Clint, I think we'll look over Caitlin and is like, that's not sounding good.
No.
And
I feel like
I
getting
will.
conscripted today. Do either of you ladies?
No. I'll get back on our channel and I'm going to say to Clint, no, doesn't seem to be much of anything.
Okay.
Now, above table, did we not hear military sounding voice?
No, we did. River's lying.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
But unfortunately,
I didn't
River's
catch
lying to
that.
the judge of
Okay.
character. So
Okay,
River
okay,
is
got it.
literally
Oh my
literally
goodness.
lying to the only person in this entire group who is able to suss out your blessings be upon you, River. You're a terrible liar. And I think that that is so I click the radio back on and go, you're a terrible liar, you know that. But after putting it aside, I look at the other two in the truck, and nobody seems excited. There is a bug that's been flying, a little fly. It's driving me crazy. Um, Nobody seems extremely excited to do anything, and as half of this group has clearly pointed out to me, anytime I have input on a decision that involves us, it makes everyone real mad at me. So I'm going to glance over at the other two and see that no one's making a turn or trying to head towards the exit. I think your answer as to what we are doing in the truck, and someone can say otherwise, is us passing the exit without hitting the brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and just the cameras on River, like, and then you see Caitlin like release the walkie because when she heard like she's like about to unload, but the fact that there was no pushbacks. Okay, continue.
All right. So at this point, the cars continue moving along the road. The indication as to where Rio Fuente is, again, it kind of eludes you at this moment. But as you continue to ride, we are going to go ahead and since you continued moving past AV City, we are going to go ahead and get back into the game loop, and so we're going to be doing a upkeep phase, which at this point you guys don't need healing. You are going to be adding some noise, but very minimal at
Let's
best.
let's add a light because I already know we have noise though, so let's add a lie low.
And then you get to consume supply.
Yep, that's one.
We, if my notes are right, we have no fuel left though.
Correct. So we're gonna have to do
I
a
thought,
resupply.
yeah.
So we need a
Correct.
resupply. We need
A Lilo.
a Lilo. We completed the slow project that we were working on last time. So we can either start another slow project or do a second resupply or another Lilo.
Or
Depends
we
on how
might
you
want to
guys
work
feel
on a
about it.
vehicle because both of them were kind of,
They're
you know,
both
Yeah, we
sluggy.
one.
recovered one health on each of them. So I think they're each down one. Isn't that correct?
They're both down to 2 right now.
Down to two.
Technically,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're down one. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone has
Yep.
those. I don't have anything about the car. I do apologize.
This is all
Yeah.
in this
I
noggin.
love
I
that.
can do a Lilo for sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think you should do Lilo and then resupply for me. I think we can absolutely justify a rig and repair, Serena, if Bug wants to come out and try to get some stuff, like maybe open up some some boxes wherever it is, and then
Use your toolbox, damn it.
there you go.
Yes,
Do,
we can do
do
that.
your job.
Yeah.
I can assist with that resupply
Yes.
too. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Caitlin and Ezra resupply.
Well, that's the thing. Do you want to come with, or do you just want to say I give the D6?
No,
I'm
Ezra will come with. I mean, it might be icy at
Okay.
first between them based on last session, but that's interesting.
I'm ready to make amends
Yeah, same.
if you would like to do that.
Yeah,
do you wanna,
totally.
do you want to
Yeah.
do you want to play that out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Jarn, do you want to decide where we are, where we're doing this resupply, to paint us a picture a bit?
At this point, you guys are going to be finding like a small mom and pop gas station, kind of with a small little convenience store attached. Not like the huge gas station that you guys had come by when you kind of crossed over into this region. This one is smaller. You're really hoping that maybe no one had passed by. because again, you don't feel that this is going to have any conducive for amounts of supplies for you to be able to kind of pull off, but you never know. You'll see several cars kind of littering the road around here, kind of demonstrating that again, someone at some point had driven here, but whether they made it out alive or if this was just like, the one stop that they got to before they continued on foot or anything else like that, again, that story hasn't been told. But you guys will arrive here, and again, as you pull in, you guys are going to be able to go ahead and kind of take a look around, see what you can find.
Um, so yeah, Ezra, do you want to like? Are you just trying to stretch your legs, or do you
Yeah,
really want to?
no, I think Ezra, he gets out of the car and he like looks at you when he sees you going to resupply, and he just like starts following along after you, just being a little quiet at the moment.
And then who's the third person? Just so I know who I'm ignoring for a minute.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
I would help.
it's Bug. It's Bug.
Yeah, Bug's there.
The three of us.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna help River with the lay low.
Perfect. Okay. No, I think this is absolutely the perfect crew to do that with. So we head inside the gas station first. And Caitlin looks quite contrary, and she's does feel bad. Ezra, I want to make peace with you if you'll let me.
I would like the same, though I'm still very angry, but it's not at you, Caitlin. I want to promise you it's not at you.
It's okay if it is.
No.
I've been thinking about it, and I've failed you. And look, when we first met you, when you wandered into Newcastle with nothing but your guitar and the look of a man at the end of his rope, Bug did not want to have anything to do with you.
Yeah, well, you might have been better off if that had happened.
Yeah, well, it's better than Albert. He had his own way of dealing with people who looked to be at the end of their rope. But I stepped in and I took you in, fed you, took care of you, and then when you started having your bells, defended you, I protected you, I promised you that I would figure this out. And I'm not saying all this because I expect you to be grateful. I'm saying it because I understand if you are resentful.
No. No, it's not that. It's me wrestling with the fact that I heard him. That I heard his voice after thinking he was gone. I had given up hope. And then that hope was ripped from me. And then we're going to save a little girl who absolutely does deserve saving. And I have to wrestle with the fact that she is more important than he. That's what I'm angry about.
I feel
But
that.
that's not your fault. That is everything this world has become. And that's really why I'm really starting to not care anymore. So, we are fine, Caitlin. I am sorry too. I should not have snapped at you like that. I am better than that. You did not deserve that either. I want you to know that. Now, what are the chances that we can find a fucking Twinkie? I have not had one in 15 years. Do you know how many useless calories are in that thing? I want all of them.
There's no such thing as a useless calorie anymore. Everyone counts.
I can assure you that is not true. Have you had a Twinkie ever? You look a little young for them. Let's see.
All right, let's see what we can do.
I'm gonna spend a hero wisdom.
Yeah,
on
we
that.
can each. Yeah, and we can give each other the triangle. So each of us can roll an extra d6 because we can each give each other a boost.
Oh, okay.
So that's search and survey. I'm assuming, correct? Yes.
You can choose whatever you want. You can
It could be
do science.
whichever,
You can do
whichever gambit you think would be best in order
Totally.
to find something.
You can sell
Okay.
it.
Then, since I've that amplifier, I've managed to like make it rein in a little bit. Could I potentially harmonize with alien stuff to have like my Songweaver detect supplies?
Crazy enough as it sounds, go ahead, try it out.
One six.
You gain one supply or one fuel.
We are out of supply, right?
No, we're out of
Cool.
fuel. And I did get 2 6s. So if you want to take one fuel and I'll do the other 2, and then
Yeah.
Bug, whatever you get is gravy. So you can
I
do your
got
rig
1
and
6.
repair. There we go.
All right, so Bug, would you like to get one supply, one fuel?
A fuel as well.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're
Also,
at
I wanted to
2
I
fuel,
wanted
4
to say
supply.
near 2 fuel for supply. Near
Well-
the end of, well, actually, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Flip, no.
We should have 4 fuel now because that was all
Sorry.
fuel.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay. Sorry, Serena, what do you want to say?
No, all good.
So, Ezra,
Do we take on one supply? I'm sorry.
No, it was all fuel. 4.
No supplies. Okay, got it. Yeah, so we're at 4
So-
and 3 then.
Ezra, at this point, when you go ahead and use your Songweaver, trying to kind of find or trying to resonate, again, trying to use it almost like echolocation, trying to see if there's anything else hidden here. First off, just to kind of set up the scene, you walk into the small convenience store that's attached to the gas station. The thing isn't too large. It doesn't take you too long to kind of like walk around and see everything. Here you see the shelves are kind of, shattered, broken apart, thrown to the ground. Most of the supplies have been removed. What catches your eye, and perhaps this would come from like Bug, you're going to see that the painted on the wall, again, spray painted, rostrum. And beneath that, it says, kill them all. And then you're going to see that they have a picture, kind of like someone drew an image of what looks like an alien, and then you'll see them like marked off with a slash across them, and then you're going to see like blood just coming out of the alien, kind of demonstrating the fact that they just don't like them. You go ahead and using your gift, the Song Weaver, you are actually potentially able to find fuel. Kind of like someone had stacked the fuel in jerry cans in the back room of this little location, and you were able to go ahead and kind of determine that might be there. But additionally to that, something responds back, Ezra. Even though you're in a shorter distance, and again, you're not going to be bringing in the military might of the alien forces, a song you catch kind of responds back, almost echoing your song as well. At this point, you seem again a little bit frightened. You weren't expecting that. This song seems to be coming from outside. Ezra, what do you do?
I look for Caitlin.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that look on your face, and there's relief to it too. Something that Caitlin really identified with Ezra is that she her job was to keep her mother alive, and her mother ended up dying anyway, and hated her the whole time. So I think she realized that that's like the trap that she had fallen into with Ezra, was taking care of him, and she realized how like unhealthy that was, but making peace with him and realizing that he doesn't actually resent her and actually does care about her, there's a relief that floods over her face along with concern. It's a mix. of emotions as she comes up to you. Ezra, are you okay? Did you hear something? Okay. Um, I think it's not out of the realm of possibility that we have some sort of protocol for this. Um, I'm certainly not this. Yeah, I'm not the sneakiest, but I do have my flare pistol, so I'll get that readied. And Bug, you're probably outside, eh? Renshin? Okay. Um, so yeah, so I will indicate to Ezra to get behind the counter, and then I will move to the door and see what I can see looking around the corner, and hopefully try to intercept if something's coming at Bug. If I can intercept.
So at this point, as you're standing outside, the haze of the snow hinders somewhat your perspective. You can see off in the distance like a field that surrounds a little gas station. You can see the nearby tree lines kind of denoting the forest that's there. And just beyond that, over the snow covered trees, um, it takes you a minute to kind of realize what you're seeing. You'll see this long, spindly leg crashing through the forest, not moving purposely in your direction, but getting nearer and nearer. And you're going to see these huge creatures kind of standing. They almost look insectoid as they're kind of slowly slumbering through the forest. You'll see that it stops for a moment. The creature goes ahead, lowering its head upon one of the trees. By the way, these things are standing taller than the trees; they're immense. And this thing just kind of lowers its head, and you'll see that it's what would be its mouth kind of begins to swallow one of the trees, and you'll see that the tree begins to like break and crack. And in the next instance, you're just going to hear this low rumbling as the thing is just kind of eating. Quickly, as you're seeing that one, you're going to notice a few more kind of appear out of the mist.
Honestly, it's beautiful and horrifying. It's Lovecraftian. It's I'm bowled over by it, really. I'm not arrested by it. I think I can take advantage of the sound to not worry about being too sneaky. And certainly everybody is probably going to hear that as well. But yeah, I'm going to take advantage of that loud crashing um, to run to Bug. And uh, in Kaylin's mind, it's like they're herbivores. It's very much a Jurassic Park Vegisaurus moment for her. Hopefully it's true, but that's literally what's running through her mind. Watching Jurassic Park late night with Harriet and Bug, our resident cinephile. Yeah, so basically my concern is to make sure that Bug doesn't flip out, because I don't necessarily register these creatures as a threat. I think we're lucky to be able to see this.
And by the way, to kind of add to that, Ezra, you move behind Caitlin as Caitlin kind of stands at the doorway. I'm going to make the assumption you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't dwindle too long back there, kind of letting Caitlin run off on her own to take care of these things. But when you do come out and you see these things, again, harmonizing, that sound that you heard comes from them. And it's the you've heard several songs. You've heard songs of loss. You've heard songs of hurt and pain. You've heard songs of anger and wrath. This one comes as a tranquil song. It's basically like a low bassoon kind of just playing, and you'll hear other bassoons kind of joining in the chorus, but it's very low, very relaxing. It does not, at no point does it warrant any sort of concern. These things are not out to get you. And for a moment, it's actually, as Caitlin said it in the best of words, just beautiful scene, just a relaxing moment.
Ezra it gently pushes himself outside to just get a closer look. And Caitlin, you see his shoulders actually unslouch a little bit.
Yeah, finding something to care for, that's not something that anyone can help you with. I think she knows that better than anybody, but yeah, I think it's really encouraging and seeing that. And Bug, you're okay? You're cool?
Bug, when you came to her, she was reaching into her backpack trying to get to the C4. Like,
Literally.
Caitlin, Caitlin,
No,
please
no.
get in the car. Caitlin.
It's literally a Vegisaurus moment. Like your legs. And I'm Timmy. Yeah, no, I think the two of you being calm, I don't want the other party to not miss out. And they probably heard something. So I think, yeah, the rest of you by the cars see Caitlin bustling up, and like gesturing, but like happy, but be quiet, but click, 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 and like probably even grabs River by the hand because you're like me, nature girl, and pulls to come see what we're witnessing and just trying to share this moment together. And I
But
think she would throw one quick at Clint, bring, like bring the book, like write it down.
Hmm.
And by the way, as you guys get a closer look, again, at no point do these things even notice you. There is no fear in them. They're just so huge that the world for them, again, they don't really feel potential threats. But as you approach, again, you kind of hear that low rumbling sound, and it's almost comforting. At this point, you're going to notice a few details. You're going to notice that these massive creatures lumbering around, first off, they seem to be growing like grasses on their back. And at this point, you're going to see that flocks of birds, usually, again, birds that would have perished in winter, midwinter, kind of like landing on them and nesting upon them. And then you're going to see that the commotion of one of them kind of has like one of the larger ones turning around real quick to look. And you're going to see a smaller one. This one, again, just half its size, still tall. I mean, taller than you guys for sure. But it's kind of like moving about almost like lazily, like not lazily, but like almost curiously, kind of like knocking the trees around, and again, just seemingly trying to have fun as a youngling of these monstrous animals.
Magic. Oh my gosh. How do you
I,
feel about that, River?
yeah, it's just nice that not everything about the situation is terrible. Like, there can be these moments. It's a This is going to be a good memory.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, for whoever witnesses the large creatures, you guys are actually going to be getting a heroism point.
Oh, well, then I'm
Hey.
sure I'm absolutely there. No. I, Clint, upon like rounding the corner, like looks up, and like he had his hoodie over his head because it's cold out here, and he kind of slides it back over as if like pulling his hood back is going to like dissuade or destroy the illusion that's in front of him. But when he sees it, he's gonna say, "Huh, man, I've seen a lot of things in my day. This is
Yeah,
certainly up there."
but I ain't ever seen an elephant fly, right?
Yeah. It's like the
Disney,
turtle
don't
that
sue
carries
me.
the world on its back.
The what?
Like the turtle that carries the world on its back.
I'm gonna look between River and Bug and Ezra, and then back to you. Is that a reference to something? I don't get the reference.
Yeah.
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 No. Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's like
you
really embarrassed.
you subscribe to the stack of elephants theory. It's fine.
It- and I don't know. And I'm going.
Oh,
I'm
Clint,
going
let's
back to
go.
the car.
Clint, let's go get you a towel. Come on, bud.
Yeah, I seized up there.
And I'll look to Caitlin and go, that one? Okay. And just lean back on my elbows and watch for a little longer.
Bug will look towards you, River, and be like, "That one, what?"
Yes, please. Nothing.
Oh, okay. Do you think they taste like cow? They're like the alien cows. Maybe it's beefy.
Could be. Like
Uh,
cow and spinach together.
Maybe.
River, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Be the boss.
All right.
About to get stomped
Uh,
real good.
yeah, I'm gonna use that heroism point I just got. Woo-hoo-hoo. A 1, a 3.
Oh no.
Don't do
That's it?
it.
No six?
No, now, normally when we do the dramatics, it's because we're saving the sick. But you're saying no.
I had 1 die. I added a second die.
Okay, 1 and a 3.
I
Well, it's
just,
nice
I was,
knowing you, everybody.
my gosh, I was kind of like expecting more out of and a 1 and a 3. And I was just like, And I was like, oh God, it ended? The count ended
Yeah,
here?
too.
Yep.
River,
Yes.
you're going to take you are going to take some damage. This is
Okay.
this is more mental, right? This is more mental. For some odd reason, as you're looking towards these large animals, um, you almost feel heartbroken. You don't know why. At this point, like you're standing there, Caitlin's talking to you, Bug is talking to you. You kind of turn to Caitlin, you say, this one, whatever. You turn back to those creatures, you hear that sound, and at this point, you can't help it, but you begin to cry. And it takes you a moment to realize that you're crying. And you go ahead and you wipe at your tears, and it's just like, why am I crying? But something about watching these things, like, it moves you. And you come to recall, or at least the name comes to your mind: Grey Watchers. And the sad part about it is that it reminds you of something. It reminds you of like comfort. It reminds you of hearth and home, but you don't know why.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you scared?
No.
River, you okay?
Oh, wow. I am not used to the pollen in this area.
Yeah, imagine not.
I was just joking. I don't really mean to eat them. They are beautiful. If that's, I'm so sorry.
I'll forgive you. um, Thank you for telling me about this. But I think I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, okay. The shelter in the gas station's pretty good. I was thinking we could cook something tonight, and beats the heck out of just some bars and, you know, canned fruit. You rest, and I'll get started on that. I just wanted you to know so you don't start, distributing anything. I'll take care of everything.
Good. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah. And remembering the the rostrum thing on the wall, is it like prominent? Is it prevalent to where we can all see it, or would you have to be like snooping around to find
No,
it?
no, it's prevalent. The moment you walk in, you'll see it. It's massive. Takes up one of the walls, probably. Again, kind of painted where it's just like demonstrating the fact that Rostrum, or at least the individual from Rostrum or supporter of Rostrum, was here. And again, the note of it, or kind of the sentiment of it, is the fact that they hate
Yeah,
these alien creatures and wants to again eradicate them as best as possible.
completely. Okay. So it's not something that I can point out later. It's just inevitable. But yeah, in that case, I'll get the rig going for the fire, the cooking grate, all of that, and make a safe area inside. And yeah, you have a hot meal. Yay.
Are we
Right
doing
before
a
you.
lay low?
We need to, yes.
Yeah.
Up to
I
two
don't know.
Right
travelers
before
can
you.
roll.
To do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the big open fire is going to be very conducive to our.
It's inside.
Oh, it's inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, we're cooking inside. Oh,
Yeah, we're
fantastic.
cooking inside.
Okay. All right.
Get a
So
break from the
River.
wind.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I listen. I don't know what we were doing. I thought we were just like, you know what, River and I are gonna go try and make it lay low, and
No,
it's
no.
like,
And
you know
you
what,
can share each other a
bonfire.
D6. Yeah.
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 And also the lay
Uh,
low, it's like also traveling and yeah.
Yeah, I
But
would
yeah, you
love
can
to.
trade each other a D6.
I would love to know what River's lie low looks like.
Yeah, I was hoping that um finding maybe like a roadmap in the shop that I can use to like look at some of the like off the off the like beaten path, so as maybe not to draw as much attention.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You could do a search and survey if you like.
Yeah, and I will give you the D6
Great.
as we're looking. I'm going to help you look, and I would like to strike up a little conversation while we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
How many
Mhm.
sixes?
0.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I have 2 1s, a 3, and a 4.
All right, talk it out, Clint. Come on.
Oh, we're not going to be talking about laying low. We're going to have a different conversation.
All
So,
right.
as like so River kicks off like explaining what the plan is and is looking, and I think that like as we're going, you're looking over by the window where it has like the magazine rack and everything, and the old hot dog kind of stand where you put like creamer in your coffee and
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff is between us as we're looking, and like my looking is less um, not as good as the rolls may have indicated to us. Uh, but I'm gonna look over and casually, my hands kind of holding the inside of the flak jacket that I have, like every cop you've ever seen ever does, because I don't know why, it's just so cool when they do that. I hate cops, but whatever. So, and I'm kind of strolling, and I look over at you, and I go, so why did you lie to me back there?
With the animals?
No.
The elephant thing is a thing.
Mm-hmm. No, not about that. Earlier, on the radio.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Be honest with me. I don't want you to dig this hole any deeper than you already have.
Sometimes it's better to not give the option.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I heard on the radio was a kind of danger that's been here forever. was just easier.
Hmm. Totally get that. Which leads me to my next question. Is it because that's a good reason to lie, but that's not the reason why you lied. You lied because I don't think that you trusted the other person on the end of that walkie-talkie, did you? You don't. I don't think you can trust me.
Hey, I know you like baseball, and you're like horny for hot dogs. But I've known you a week.
Sure, that makes complete sense.
And
So that's, and I'm going to cut you off at that point. So that's why I'm going to tell you this right now to your face. Don't ever do that again. There are a lot of things about me you may not like. I can be brash and irritating and overall kind of a selfish asshole. I'm kind of working on it. I'm learning this over the last few days. Jarn, that's enough. I'm working on it. But there's one thing that I need you to know about me is that if we can't communicate, then we're all screwed here. And I know that we've only known each other for a week, and I know that we have the family dynamic of a whole wonderful family. But just be honest with me, and I'll be honest with you, and we can argue the details, and we can fight it out, and we can hate each other and do all that. But the moment that we start lying to each other, and we start hiding things from each other, is when we get into real trouble. Have you ever been in a firefight before?
no, not
I
before
spent a
this.
lot. I've spent a lot of time in the back of Humvees with sweaty people in foreign countries where it's just us. It's just us and a 50 caliber rifle on the roof and a bunch of guns and a lot of attitude. And I don't think I've ever told anybody this, but I couldn't fucking stand them. I fucking hated the soldiers that I worked around all the time. But when the shit hit the fan, I knew I could trust them, and they knew they could trust me. So I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm just asking you to try. Does that work for me? And that work for you?
I fully agree. But let me make one thing clear. Don't threaten me again.
I knew I liked you. And I'm going to bang my hand against the cheap aluminum counter in front of us. That's a good answer. I like that, and I like you. That's good. All right. What were we doing here? Hot dogs, right?
Probably.
All right, here, you know what we'll do? And I'm going to lean over the counter, and I'm going to get my voice down low. All right. So here's what we're really going to do. We're going to find that whatever you're looking for, and you and I are going to team up. Cigarettes, alcohol. You in?
I will put one in my mouth. I can't promise I'll light it.
Well, listen, I don't care. No, don't do that, because then you're just wasting them. But what I'm saying is we got to... See, normally, Caitlin runs the search and seizures around... Or search and seizures. Search and surveys
I
around
think
here.
the flak jacket is starting to bond to your skin a bit.
It is. It is. I worry sometimes that I might be turning into a police officer. It terrifies me. As a left-leaning journalist, it terrifies me. But see, normally Caitlin does the search and survey, and I think I have no proof, just my journalistic instinct that she's hiding stuff from me. Is she hiding stuff from me?
I mean, who was the one that got you those sausages?
and I can't tell if I can't use my judge of character on that because it's a non-answer. That's pretty good. I'm getting good at this. All right, let's split up, search for cigarettes and liquor, and just, you know, find them, please. So I get an I gave River a D6. Do I get
You
to
should
do
be
it
able
with
to do it.
thing?
You get to roll. You can roll whatever you'd like, what you think of whichever gambit you think would help out in searching or looking around.
Mm-hmm.
For actually, in
Mm-hmm.
this case, for
Mm-hmm.
lying low.
Yeah, for lying
Uh,
low.
but at the same time, since River kind of did say that she wanted to try to find a sort of map or something to get somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely is something that could be used to lie low, and that would definitely reduce
Mm-hmm.
the noise level that you guys are making.
Okay. I had a different plan. Um.
Sure, but I want to say
Ri-
one thing real quick, Clint, and I do apologize just to kind of
mm-hmm.
interrupt you for a
Uh-huh.
moment.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So you can always tell a judge of character. That's just your
Mm-hmm.
ability. River, as far as you can tell, is honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
but it's that sort of honesty that there's almost like a duplicitous nature to it. There's something
Mm.
else there.
Oh no, oh no, I can I pick it up, right? There's a big thing that I've learned by interviewing people, especially when you're talking to a commander or somebody high up in the military. And there's a big thing between active lying and passive lying. There's
Sure,
there's
but
there's a big difference.
this isn't an aspect of passive lying. It's just that
Okay.
there's something else beneath the surface, beneath the river. There's something else there. You don't know exactly what it is, but there's something there. What you do with that, what you will, that is up to you. But it's
Well,
not an aspect of her actually trying to lie to you and trying to be passively lying to you.
okay, so there's something about her nature that's and I'm just making sure I understand what you're saying. There's something about her being not dishonest but deceptive.
Not deceptive, just how can I put this the best way?
Is it because like the conversation we had was a request not to, you know, give bad information and lie to me because
Correct.
I'm on the other side of the microphone and I know that everybody kind of doesn't like Clint. That's the new name of the show.
So everything that River has said up to her, again, up to the as she has spoken to you, is
Mhm.
honest. But beneath the facade, there's something else. You just don't know what it is. And that's what's kind of throwing you off.
Okay, and I hate to take up all the time of the entire show. Behind what facade?
That's what you don't know. That's you know that something is off. You just
I
don't
Okay.
know what it is.
I will interject if I can. And I realized watching the playback from the last episode that I was not as forthcoming as I should have been when I engaged Arthur at the end of the episode. We ended up talking about Charlotte. That was never my intention. Caitlin voiced, and we can retcon this. Caitlin voiced her suspicion to Arthur that we picked up River for a reason. That either she thinks she escaped or she wants us to think she escaped. So that's what I was trying to intimate
Okay.
to
Yeah.
Arthur. It is
Yeah.
not a conversation that I have had with Clint, but if I can, since Jarn is opening this back up again, I would like to throw that in there. That was Caitlin has been suspecting that there's more
Okay.
to this story for, but you and I have not talked about it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. So it is. So I would describe it as, okay, yeah, she's being honest. She's shady. She's really shady. Is that kind of what I'm getting at there? Is that what I'm the string that I'm pulling at? Because
Correct. Something it's almost as though she is wearing a mask, but you don't know what she is hiding underneath.
okay.
Whether she is being literally shady, and again, you have the ability to tell people, you know when people are being sincere and honest. She is
Yeah.
honestly being honest. It's not that she isn't.
Right.
It's just that her mask, there's something about it that just doesn't sit well with you.
and I did think the last episode when we were comforting River, I thought that that was something that Clint was picking up on from Caitlin's dialogue. If that wasn't the case, then that's fine.
No, no, not
but
at all.
okay,
I
got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Caitlin to not hate me all the time. 100% hate me, and I was actually making an attempt at being nice, which means I put all those kind of guardrails down that I normally have. And what you're saying is the one time I should have had them up, I did not. Cool, 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 cool. I'm never trusting any of you again.
Fine.
So,
All right, I've been interjecting so much. Caitlin is literally coming in with the cooking stuff. You're like, oh
yeah,
god,
yeah.
don't look at me, don't look at me.
Okay. So my plan was, where are the cars parked? Are they just parked right out front?
I mean, I'm going to assume that unless you guys specifically want to park it like out in the back or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but if there's ever like a garage opening, I think we would always try to be undercover. But if they're just whatever, if there's like an awning or like a, the gas station over thing, whatever, we'd park them
Okay.
next to like the gas pumps type of thing.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
a
well,
little
then-
shelter with the gas
yeah,
next to the gas pumps.
Make an active decision. Is there a place that could we look quickly? Could River and I look quickly to see if there's a safe place to park the cars? I mean, other than just directly around the back, because if you imagine if you will, you're driving down the road and you see a gas station on the right hand side, you're also going to see the back of the gas station, and
As
that
a
would
mo-
not be conducive to being laying low.
As a mom and pop store, no. This is
Okay.
not going to have any sort of like garage. Most of the parking's
Okay.
up front, and yeah, like basically as Doc had mentioned, it's basically you'll have the awning on top or covering the pumps,
Yeah.
and that's basically where you can put your cars there.
Basically, what I wanted to do was mock up the situation with the cars that looks like they're abandoned, as opposed to like freshly used cars and things like that. So I can use lie and trick as
You
my
got it.
stat to lie low.
I mean, Aluminum Falcon is going to give you an additional D6 on that roll because it already looks like people have abandoned
Yeah, it looks like it looks.
The truck, though, on the other hand, might need a
Steel Eagle's
little.
doing okay.
Yeah,
Aluminum
so, like-
Falcon's rough, but Steel
Yeah,
Eagle
so,
is
like-
is the one.
So like
Illegal.
throw a bunch of dirt on it so it looks like the windows are dusty. Maybe leave the passenger door open a crack and make sure I turn the light above off so it doesn't drain the battery, because I know Bug has a backpack full of C4 and would not be afraid to use it if she tried to start the car one morning and it wouldn't start. I'm like, "Ooh, I left the door open. Whoops."
For sure,
So-
Lion Trick. Get an
Okay,
additional
so-
D6.
Okay, so Lion Trick plus a D6 from River.
Yep.
Because River like put some sticks on it and stuff like that. So then we're up to 2d6 plus River 3d6 plus the Aluminum Falcon 4d6. How many heroism points am I allowed to spend at one time?
I do believe it's just one per roll, but
Okay.
again, I don't
Alright.
mind if you guys decide to use more than one.
Okay. All right. Would anybody? Oh no, that would be on the next. Okay, yeah. Would anybody
Theoretically, just
yeah.
as a point of reference, you probably could use more because it does mention that you are limited to 2 on increase harm. So therefore, theoretically, you couldn't use as many heroism as you can.
Yeah,
Except
Well,
for
I'm
that
going.
one.
it means you spend 1 heroism to add 2 harm. Is
Yeah.
is what the
Oh.
context of that is.
Would anybody look at? Would
Sure.
anybody? Honest question. Everybody in the group. Would anybody look at what Clint is doing right now and consider it risky?
No.
I mean, the less risky thing would be to try to
Throwing
hide
dirt
them
on
the
Bug's
road.
car?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then
to
I can use
let
my. I
bugs
can use.
into the car. We might be getting a snake in the car.
My plan is to use my new skill, Witness Me. When I do risky or reckless behavior, I'm able to give someone a D6 to their next roll.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not going
Alright.
to be that risky.
Hey,
You're tossing like lead. The risky thing
Hey.
is Bug, and if Bug looks at the car and is just like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to put C4 on this guy," that's
Hey,
about it.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That is
You know
very
what I'm
true.
saying? Now, if we recall from 2 episodes back, you better fucking roll right. Get your shit together. Roll good. I swear to fucking God, 66541. Double
Hey,
sixes.
you took all my good rolls.
Yeah.
That's where all the
I
good
just
rolls
have-
went.
I just have to be mean to my dice.
It's not mean if it's a kink.
At one point, it will turn into that.
Well, listen, that's more of that's more. Listen,
Have the dice
listen,
consented to this?
that they
They
don't have
better
a choice
have.
in this matter, unfortunately.
Yikes.
There's a line of jokes I could do, but I would love to just continue. Please and thank you.
All right, so you're gonna be removing the noise level. You're perfect on that. All right,
Yes.
so actually,
do I get extra noise removal for 2 sixes?
I think
yeah,
you get one
you're
for
you
each
you
six.
you literally are bringing down the noise level down to 0. You only had 2 at this
Go.
point.
Nice.
All right, and finally, the last thing you guys would like to do. Again, you have Arthur and Bug. No, not Bug.
Yes,
Arthur's the
Arthur.
only one that has
Yeah, it's
something they
Arthur.
can do.
I think Arthur would have just been looking over the vehicles to make sure that they were in the best condition and there isn't anything obvious like a tire about to blow out or like a sidewall that's like bulged or any leaking things or anything like that. And I mean, I guess I can try and rig and repair to finish that if there's nothing really else.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think we have one remaining
Action.
wear on each, right?
Yeah, there's one round
Uh,
each. Yes.
So the Aluminum Falcon has 3 total. The what'd you call it? Steel
Eagle.
Steel
Hawk?
The Steel Eagle.
Steel Eagle
Right.
actually Steel Eagle has actually 4 in total. Right now they're both at 2.
Okay.
So you can fix up the Aluminum Falcon in its entirety with 1, or you can try to fix up get a 1 on the Steel Eagle and get it up to 3.
No, I'm focus on the Aluminum Falcon.
The real
She
hero of
deserves
the
it.
story.
Yeah.
The real MC.
Yeah.
Not that I have a lot in rig and repair, so yeah, here was oof, 116.
Oof.
That 6 will do it.
Mr. Six strikes again.
All right, so right now, just to keep track of it, the truck is at Steel Eagle is at 2. The Aluminum Falcon is at 3. The Aluminum Falcon is completely back to running repair, so you're good on that one. All right. So at this point, as this world right now, again, as cold, as distant as it can be, it almost seems like just a momentary slice of paradise in an otherwise bleak world. The creatures that you saw today inspired some hope, perhaps. Perhaps it inspired the fact that there might be a better tomorrow. Regardless, it was actually a moment to see something that wasn't inherently looking out for destruction, for your destruction in particular. And so, as night kind of falls upon the world, you'll see that same silhouette that you guys would have seen last time when you first all came together, where Caitlin was cooking and everybody was kind of sitting around and the meal was being made. The smell of the food kind of wafting over you. And at this point, you felt hunger, even if you weren't hungry. You just felt the need to be next to the fire, to be next to the people around you. And so you kind of all come together and kind of sit down around the fire, sit down around amongst yourselves to kind of just share in this moment. The snow continues to fall. It's always going to fall at this point. Doesn't really matter. But at least in this moment, as you're sitting inside of this old gas station that has been abandoned, you almost feel like you are amongst friends. You're amongst for all intents and purposes, your family. What do you do? What do you guys say? What do you speak upon?
Oh, don't make me
mean,
go. I got
yeah.
I got a fucking list.
Yeah.
I wanted to give space for everybody else to do some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I've made my peace with Ezra, which I'm happy about. Felt really fucking embarrassed. Um And so, yeah, I think Caitlin is, and then came into this like very intense conversation between Clint and River. So I think she's quite cowed actually in this moment. Just it's if and it feels like it even feels in the moment like backsliding, like completely sublimating herself just to take care of everybody else. But that's what she's fixing to do because everybody seems happy. So
At a certain point, Ezra will look at Caitlin and go, "Caitlin, sit down. Just sit down." And he looks to the Songweaver. Is everyone okay if I play something for a little bit? I'll keep it quiet.
Yeah, I'd love that.
yeah, of course.
And Ezra's sitting by the fire, and he starts like sliding his fingers up and down the Songweaver, and a song that seems almost a call in response to the calls from the animals earlier is the song that he like starts playing on this. He like looks like he's almost composing it on the fly.
So just to let you know, Ezra,
Uh huh.
the Grey Watchers are benevolent creatures.
Okay.
Their song is one that strikes in the heart of any individual and is able to soothe and calm. But also, it's almost like a warm water that washes over you. It actually heals. And so, as you begin to play that song, all of you, if any of you are hurt or wounded, begin to feel mended. You feel your spirits calm. You feel as though hope is inspired within you. But Ezra, I need you to do a harmonize with alien stuff, please.
Absolutely. 1 second. I think that's 5 dice. Okay.
It's like 16 d6s that you got on harmonize with alien stuff.
I have 4. Does the Songweaver give me a die or anything, or just?
No, this is just your straight up skill.
Okay. Cool. 6, 5, 5, 4, 3.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So at this point, as Ezra is playing the Songweaver, again, this music kind of fills the room. It lingers there in the silence amongst you guys as you kind of like look at one another, and again, kind of register these individuals who have been with you this entire journey. Up until this point, whoever you were before you met them doesn't really matter anymore. It's these are the people you are with. These are the people that you feel confident enough that are going to be protecting you. These are the people that are going to sacrifice themselves for you. For the most part, you kind of feel this connection with them. And again, that's varying degrees depending on who you are and how you're kind of approaching this. But for the most part, you feel confidence in these individuals. Ezra, your song touches a note. And again, I will say, River, sadly, for some odd reason, again, incontrollable to you.
Sorry.
You just feel that overwhelming sense. And so as you're kind of like staring at the fire, you just feel that longing for home, but you don't know why. There's no real reasoning behind it. You cannot connect the two together. There's nothing there. Why? Why do you feel this way? It doesn't make any sense.
So I am not soothed.
No, you are. The song is still soothing. The only thing though is that at the end of the day, like you feel a connection that you just cannot tend at this moment. You don't understand it.
Yeah.
But as Ezra, you're coming to the conclusion of your song. Remember how earlier you heard something in response? Like you picked up another song coming in.
Mm-hmm.
This time, you're going to hear another song coming in. At first, it's very faint, but quickly you begin to deduce the emotion behind it. And it's one of conquest, it is one of destruction, it is one of total annihilation. The song begins to get louder for you, Ezra. No one else is hearing this, only you. You begin to hear this song, and again, it's getting louder and louder. As you're kind of like looking, how do you react to that? What do you do, Ezra? If you recall Oakville, this is basically something similar to that.
Oakville was where we start, like near where we started, right? When,
No,
No, that's where we
Oakville-
just left.
Just
That's where
left.
you
Okay.
just left.
That was where the church was.
Right. Okay. He stops playing and doing whatever he needs to do. He does raise that nullification amplifier if I'm able to kind of mask us a little bit more. There's that noise again. The thing I heard about the conquest. I'm hearing it again, Caitlin.
Like
I,
it, like
I,
it's getting closer.
does it feel like it's getting closer or just getting louder?
It's getting louder and closer.
Louder, closer. But I thought I felt something, or I don't know. I have no way to gauge distance with this. Everyone.
Yeah, we
Almost
don't expect that.
almost as you say that, and Caitlin finishes her remark, you're going to see the purplish huish light falling over the gas station. At this point, you'll see that all the windows are just blinding light as this thing, whatever is now floating above you. And again, at this moment, you're going to feel that this little gas station begins to stir, kind of the shaking of the foundation as the engines of these massive ships are kind of approaching. What do you guys do at this moment? How do you react?
We're already hiding something.
Can I still
I guess
hear?
just put the.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say put the fire out and um just try to keep anybody from running. Uh, and then just make sure that Ezra and River aren't like doubling over with pain or hurting themselves, passing out. That would be order of operations for me. And obviously, if I can delegate that to somebody else while I put the fire out, I would do that.
Yeah, I'll spring into action and kind of make my way over to Bug and just kind of hand on the shoulder with Bug, like keeping Bug in a crouched position with my crouching behind Bug with my hand on Bug's shoulder, just to kind of be like, somebody's here, just relax.
Ezra, you're able to withstand the song, but again, you feel that bloodthirst going in through you. You feel that need to want to react, to attack, to strike. And specifically, what you're feeling is this bloodthirst at a target. Humans come to mind. The word, the idea, these simian and apish creatures that, again, kind of litter and pollute and infected this planet. And you have this wanton desire to strike at them. It's hard for you to control your emotions at this moment as you feel yourself kind of gripping your hands. Again, you don't want to strike at any of your allies, but it's something that's that just that overwhelming feeling.
Does it?
River, for the most part. Oh, go ahead.
Does this feel like it's being like uh, like a search, or is it more of a song that idea that's being broadcast out from something? Like, is it
This is just,
seeking? Is it seeking or broadcasting? I guess is how does it feel?
it is broadcasting.
Okay.
And River, for the most part, again, this song, you feel yourself kind of closing your eyes, and for a moment, you feel that intensity within you as well, almost mimicking what Ezra's feeling. Your consciousness, though, is in between two worlds right now, the river that you know and something else. And at this point, the something else is far more fearful and is like panicking at this point. River, you're able to control that all onto your own. Like you're able to like contain it, gaining consciousness of yourself, of your actions. But again, you feel that desire to again hurt, to do evil, to bruise and wound and hurt and kill and maim. How does River deal with that?
River is her breathing gets like shallower, and she just shifts and puts both of her hands firmly under like the back of her thighs and starts humming a a song, the first song that comes to her head, and is quiet as she can, just almost like a self-soothing noise to try to drown out that broadcast.
It's an intense moment which almost seems to last forever. But eventually, you're going to see that the lights pass by over the gas station, and you're going to see that the lights continue moving in a south southwest direction. To anyone who kind of approaches the windows to take a look, you're going to see that the sky is filled with several of these large ships. The one that had been hounding you just the day, a few days before, these things are kind of gathered in mass, heading in a south southwest direction. And at this point, Ezra and River, both of you are going to be picking up something else. Again, amongst this, and it's hard to describe because it's a cacophony of sound, and you're kind of almost trying to translate all that sound into something meaningful, something into words. And at this point, the only thing that both of you are going to be picking up is Rio Fuente. And so we are going to go ahead and take a break there.
Boo.
back to it.
And we are back.
All
Okay.
right. So at this point, you guys are going to be looking out the windows. You're going to see these massive ships, about 6 of them, huge ships, kind of flying through the air, making their way south-southwest from your location. And at this point, Ezra, River, both of you are going to get, again, kind of like you're going to be able to denote where it is that they're headed. And at this point, the thought process comes in where it's just Rio Fuente. But as you're looking at this and noticing the massive amount of ships that they're sending in that direction, you clearly something is happening. What is, or what is occurring, what resistance they're expecting to find, you can't tell. So, what do you guys do with that information?
I think we're all going to the same place.
Yeah, Ezra just starts packing.
You think that we're gonna? I'm watching Ezra packing. Do you think we're genuinely going to be able to outrun these things?
I don't think we're outrunning.
I think we're catching up.
What I mean to say is that I don't want to make any hasty moves or decisions here. Do you think we should go now, or do you think we should go at first light?
We abandoned Sebastian. I'm not abandoning Charlotte, and Ezra just packs up more.
Well,
If we want to know where we're going, we have an escort.
I think at this point, Jesus, Ezra. Sorry, I'm not Ezra. Ezra, you do whatever you're doing, buddy. Arthur had kind of put it back to wall and was kind of looking out trying to peek out the window. And I think there's the moment that this is actually where Caitlin's words reach Arthur, because he's so focused on this whole time that now once again, Ezra messes with things, and that's kind of in the back of his mind. But now once again, why in the hell do these things keep coming in such force over and over again? And I think he's kind of not necessarily an aggression, but kind of boring eyes directly at River, with Caitlin's words kind of playing in his head, because now that he's not, he's still focused on Charlotte, but I think there's just new information. And then he just kind of nods with it, with what's said, and Ezra in her motions, and puts the shotgun back on his shoulder and just heads for the car without really saying anything. His motion is the agreement.
I don't see anything that's going to be solved with exhaustion and not sleeping, but why not? Let's go. Fuck it. I stretch. Climb into the vehicle that not Arthur is in, since we're going into more of a combative situation. I want to make sure that somebody good with a trigger is separate. The two people good with a trigger are separated.
Ezra will just go to the Falcon.
Can I use a heroism point to find some trucker speed?
Sure.
Get them gas station pills going.
Wait. What is trucker speed?
Gas station boner pills.
Caffeine pills.
To give
No dose.
to give
Yeah.
to our drivers.
Large amounts of caffeine, like FDA not regulated amounts of caffeine.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Look, you can crush it up into a fine white powder if you want to, but
I'm not telling you what you can do with it. I'm just saying. And I just hand it to both Arthur and Bug.
So, just to give you guys a logistics kind of view of this, you're going to see again, these ships are flying over fields and forest and trees. You can note the direction that they're heading, which is in a south southwest direction from where you guys are at this moment. Arthur, if you feel confident that you can track these things down driving, I applaud you. I will give you a bonus D6 on your driving skills, just letting you know. And on top of that, with the boner pills, another D6.
Damn.
we don't. Okay, we're just gonna keep going on bonnet pills. That's fine. He's at a certain age, I guess. You know.
But at this point, again, it's going to definitely be you're chasing something that's flying on a vehicle, and the environment around you is not conducive to actually being able to track them wholeheartedly, kind of like trying to follow a direct path along the way. The Ozarks are again rising up within the south southwest as well, so you know that this is going to be one of those journeys that are going to probably lead you towards the mountains. On top of that, the entire landscape is covered in snow, so if it's something that you're again looking to do, good luck. I yeah, wish the best for you guys.
Now, I believe a bit of clarity is in order here. I'm gonna stop Arthur because I could see Arthur getting on his one-track mind, and it's a beautiful thing when it's aimed at the right direction. So I'm gonna elbow put an elbow in the kind of on the door and be like, we're taking roads, right? You're not just gonna point this truck southwest and hope for the best, are you?
I think at that moment, and when his arm's on the door, like you feel it almost creak, like not because he's leaning on it, because he's got it both hands on it, and it's almost like trying not to bend under his hands and the tension in his arms. It's almost like a Herculean effort for him to not tear into the door. And he kind of gives you a look that I think you've seen, or Clint has seen, you know, several times, where he just like needs a direction. And he's I don't know where we are, Clint. I don't have a direction. I don't know how to get to this Rio Fuente, wherever the fuck we're going. All I know is that I can't waste time getting where I need to go when those things already have all the advantages and they're already on the move to where we're going. I'm not making a decision to try to get us killed. I'm not trying to drive through the trees and over the hills and get so fucking far away I don't know where I am, even worse. All I need is a slight direction and a way to head. Because unfortunately, this is the only bullshit compass that I got.
And then I think in a rare moment between Arthur and Clint, I think he's going to just put his hand on your shoulder in a really reassuring kind of way. And he's going to go, it's going to be all right, man. And I'm going to squeeze it tight when I say these next words, so I am being as comforting as easy as I can when I say this. Keep your hopes high, but keep your expectations low. And then I I don't think there's anything else more that needs to be said. I just pat you on the shoulder and I make my way back to the aluminum falcon.
Thought you were going in the truck.
I'm separating whatever I don't what I'm separating whatever Arthur. I assumed Arthur always drives in the truck. Maybe that's just something about his demeanor and just like who he is. He just Arthur reminds me of a person that would drive a truck, you know, like an old Ford F-150, respectfully. But are you driving the Falcon or the truck?
So I guess logistically, I was thinking that the truck being more durable was kind of the point vehicle, and that's what.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So key
I'm gonna-
swap montage.
yeah, Keith, do it.
He's what montage.
And I'll get in the back of the Falcon, in the back seat. But I'm gonna pull a rifle at what weapons we have left. So I'm gonna grab rifles and things like that, and I'm gonna spend my time in the back doing something constructive instead of being the vocal, loud voice of opposition in this moment, because I think this is absolutely idiotic what we're doing. Driving into a snowstorm in the dark to a place we don't know where we're going and have no information on, running on pure adrenaline and emotion seems like a bad move in this moment. But instead of saying that, he's going to sit in the back and he's going to load and he's going to try to do what he can to make sure that all those weapons are ready to go.
See, I wouldn't even dare say it. It kind of seems risky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hate this, by the way.
Uh,
But Caitlin is like the fact that you are all mobilizing, just the fact that it's happening at all. She hasn't said a word in like a while.
I left space for someone to be a voice of opposition, because every time I'm a voice of opposition, it kind of comes over like I'm trying to be a jerk or be reckless. But I can
just gonna lay out
if
the irony of this not being the one time Clint doesn't say a goddamn thing.
Yep. Kelly had a huge impact on me the other day, and I have to respect the group, but I'm looking at wherever Caitlin is. I mean, her absence of voice is palpable at this moment, and her lack of a move surprises me. So instead of being the nosy interrogator, I don't know what else better to do with my time when we're doing something reckless. Instead of except doing something reckless. That's normally my move, so I'm gonna sit in the back and load the weapons up and just kind of chew on the inside of my cheek.
I'm gonna grab the other walkie-talkie from the Falcon and hand it to Ezra and say, "We probably should be in different cars."
I don't disagree, but I'm wondering why. You don't remember anything that they did to you?
No, but both of us clearly have some sort of connection.
Yeah.
I don't know if grouping us together is the best thing.
Yeah. Which car do you want to take?
Well, who do you want to be with? Because we've seen the two guys split.
You pick. It doesn't matter to me either way.
I'll walk.
I'm gonna lean out of the car at this moment. Ezra, go with Arthur. You're the science person. He needs a science person. If we're gonna do this stupid shit, can we just get in the car and go? This will they, won't they, won't bullshit. Let's fucking go.
Shotgun of the Falcon.
Good. I'm gonna put a handgun in your lap.
I'll get in the truck.
Eel Eagle.
Yeah.
The truck. As he shuts the door.
And Caitlin's not there.
Okay. I'm doing a head count here, gang.
Ezra will get out of the. We'll get out and go back into the gas station, the service station. Caitlin,
She's not there either.
where the hell is she? Heads back out to the cars. Guys, I don't know where she went.
I'll jump out. And can I see any signs of where Caitlin might have gone?
If you look high enough, yeah.
I mean,
So
I would say
climb up.
just for the excitement of it, search and survey on your part, River, and sneak around, Caitlin. Whoever has the most sixes, yay!
I'm not trying to be that sneaky, but
It's just to see how far you get.
For the-
That's
yeah,
all.
double
rollies.
fives. Double fives.
2, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
Stand
so
up.
yeah, Caitlin just like, well, you got 2 5s. I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah. What does it look like? Like, did Caitlin walk out the building, out the back?
No. So Caitlin climbed up the ladder to get to the roof. So she's sitting on the roof of the gas station. So I don't know if anybody can see her, but that's where she is.
So, River, you're going to see footsteps. But the only thing is, again, you guys have been walking around the building, kind of
Yeah.
like investigating or whatever. And you're going to see, looking around the building, you may notice the ladders. You would have not probably expected her to go up those ladders. And so at this point, you're just like looking around, trying to see where she may be at.
I'm going to just walk. Yeah, I'm outside now if I saw the ladders. Caitlin, I don't like this any more than you do, but this seems like it might be the best shot.
Sounds like everybody loves it.
I don't think there's anything about this that anyone loves.
Well, I've yet to see evidence of that.
I
And
think a
she's
lot
laying on her back, just looking up at the stars, how beautiful it is, and how calm and peaceful the night is, and what we've seen, what we've witnessed, and just focusing on that gorgeous sky.
if we want more memories like today, we're going to have to make some bad ones too.
Enjoy those. I got enough. I'm full. Thank you.
And River stands there and contemplates sending this barb, but doesn't think that we have time. She needs you.
You all need me so that you can live. I get it.
Fuck
I'm
us.
I'm not jumping on anybody else's fires today, okay? I'm done.
She needs you. Fuck
Yeah,
us.
Yeah. Fuck me. I needed me too. I needed somebody. I didn't get any help. So you go have fun. You choose which one of you is gonna die, because it's not gonna be me. I know that's what you all want. It's not gonna be me. Done.
I know what it's like to lose people. I know what it's like to give yourself. But you have that doesn't mean you have to stop when you know it's right. It sucks, but it is right.
I'm a dumb fucking hillbilly from the middle of nowhere. I don't know wrong from right, left from right. I don't know fucking anything.
That is not the Caitlin I have known for this short but intense time.
There's no response. She's done.
I'll walk to the car and say, Bug, if you can't get her, I don't think any of us can. And just sit there.
And as you sit down, I'm gonna chime in, load in the last rifle. I'm gonna hit the slide on the rifle and go. I think you're all missing the point. I'm gonna open the car door. Atlas, would it be easy to assume after hearing all of them yelling that I would be able to triangulate where Caitlin is?
Well, I mean, yeah, River
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
would.
yeah.
River would have
Hey.
figured out where Caitlyn
Yeah.
was. I mean, Caitlin's not a ghost.
Yeah. All right. So, I am going to. I'm going to leave all the weapons behind. I'm going to take my handgun and gently place it on the rear thing where the back window is. And I'm going to make my way over to where the ladder is. And I'm on up the ladder to find where Caitlin is, finding her laying out underneath the stars. I'm going to come up next to her. And I'm going to lay down with her. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to, there's no clever lines or trying to convince Caitlin of anything. I think in Clint's mind that everyone is trying to convince Caitlin to do something that she doesn't want to do, and she's looking for something, whatever it is. I have no idea, but I know that trying to go up there and convince her like she's a cat stuck up in a tree is not the move to do. And so I just kind of lay there with you. And it's in complete silence. And I tuck my arms back behind my head and I assume a real comfy position. In a way, I like cross my feet at my ankles and do this like really over exaggerated look of relaxation, if only to do exactly what Eleanor did right there, to just crack a little smile and to there's so much tension right now, and I know that Caitlin, out of everyone in this group, is the most empathic one of the group. She feels things a lot more than anyone else does from other people. And so to be able to provide just a little bit of a release valve for Caitlin in this moment to crack a smile was all I wanted to do. And so I just lay there.
And it's enough for it takes a couple seconds, but I'm still mad at you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I'm gonna apologize for what I said. I
would
meant
never.
it.
I would never ask you to apologize for telling me the truth ever. It's what I actually care about. It's what I value about you, among other things, of course. But a lot of folks like to sugarcoat what they say. You don't. I respect that. I like that about you. You're right. I do owe you an apology. I just don't think now or any time this evening has been a real good time to do that. But I want you to know that I'm here and I'm going to reach inside the vest and pull out the poem, folded piece of paper. And I'm laying on my back and I just put it up in the air high enough so that you can see it. And I don't say anything about it. We don't have to talk about it or anything. But I just kind of, there's a lot more to you that I never understood. But there are things that I do understand. And for what it's worth in this moment, I was wrong. I'm always wrong. I know I like to think I'm right, but I'm mostly wrong. So, and I like turn my head now to face you at this point. So I am sorry, but that's not my formal apology. Consider this an informal apology.
She doesn't necessarily respond to that. She does chuckle a little and takes the paper. You see, she's a little
Oh no, no, no.
like,
Oh no, you
no?
don't.
What is
No,
it?
no. It's, and I unfold it and I read back to you what you left me in the camera.
Guess I didn't dream that, huh?
Nope. And I fold it back up and I make a point to show you where I keep it. Right underneath the left side of my flak jacket.
I didn't make that pocket for that. I thought that you'd put Charlotte's picture in it.
Caitlin, stop. I don't gotta do this. You don't gotta do this at all. We can talk about it later. Like I said, informal apology. Just to make us laying here and enjoying the stars a little bit more bearable.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. We just shouldn't be driving at night.
I don't think I even respond to it. I want to, in this moment, I want to give Caitlin a pressure valve and a place that she can be heard without someone telling her what for and what she should do and how she should do it and why she should do it. I think it's just I'm just somebody, a body next to you that understands you.
I guess. I mean, you've stopped her from talking, so I don't know what you expect her to say at that point.
I didn't stop you. I apologize.
Okay.
That I stopped you. No, when you made those statements, like
no, I get it. I
just
but
think it's a
that's
bad
what
idea.
it feels like. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Well, I apologize. That was not my goal. So what
gotcha.
to clarify, when you say that, I'm just gonna say, yep, I agree with you. I didn't get the chance to tell you, but I had this really crazy feeling of deja vu when we were sitting in the gas station there. I had a moment like that before I met y'all with the Marines that I was with. Same shit. It was quite a weird feeling, but a really good one.
Good.
And I flip open the book, my notebook, and I hand it over to you, showing like in an attempt to show a little bit of vulnerability and show you something that I don't show anybody else.
And she'll sit up so that she can have the moonlight to actually see by. And she'll read a few pages. Did you see the signs for the world's biggest ball of chewed gum a while back?
Dude, did I
Do you-
ever?
Do you think it's like football size big or like Airstream big? Because both are impressive, but one exponentially more than the other.
Tell you what, I'll make you a promise. We find our way to wherever the fuck, and I'm not talking about the Rio place, but the real destination. And we figure out what's going on. We should go back there and figure it out for ourselves. To be clear, I think it's a trap, and it's probably like only like a basketball size one, and it's just like a way to get you into the gift shop. You know what I mean?
But
And
what
it's
a
probably
gift
got like
shop.
I I would literally probably no, I wouldn't kill anybody for one, but I would totally give Ezra the biggest noogie if I knew that I could get a world's biggest gumball T-shirt.
I mean, heck, I'd settle for some zebra stripe. You remember those?
The gum,
Yeah.
Caitlin, I'm gonna be really honest with you in this moment. They're so
Yeah.
gross. They're so gross.
Well, you smoke cigarettes. Talk to me about gross. You got no palate left.
Yeah, this is also true. I'm not gonna lie to you. By the way, for reading the book,
Hmm.
you gain 3 heroism.
What? Incredible. Um, yeah, it's tough. It's not that she doesn't want to go. Obviously, she wants to save Charlotte, but just the assumption that kind of what Ezra was saying, that our lives are less important, particularly hers. I don't think that she's felt particularly valued at all. You know, her life, her body has been used for, you know, everything else, but you know, it's like this was her the first time she could actually like use her own body to stop something by just not being there, you know? And yeah, I think that's the position that she's taking. I don't want to take up any more time in the thing, but just we know where they're going. We're not going to be able to navigate in the night. There's no way. Mountain driving at night, it's dangerous and it isn't really going to save that much time in the grand scheme of things. It's really not, especially if we're driving even slower and, you know, creeping along. And then what if we slide off, you know? So I don't think she even feels comfortable coming down until everybody agrees. I don't care if y'all sleep, but just wait.
Does Caitlin say all of that out loud?
Yeah, I think eventually to you she'll plead her case because you did open the floor for her
Yes.
to talk about it. So it was just that feeling like she couldn't express herself. So it was like we had to backdoor find it by talking about other stuff first.
And I don't say a word. I give Caitlin that space to express how she feels. And I when you are done and there is a moment of silence between us, can I tell you something I would never tell the rest of them?
You already know I can keep your secrets.
I I, I think even Clint in this moment gets tongue twisted in that, not expecting to hear that, but clears his throat. Yeah. You of course. Yeah, sure. Um, I don't feel very good about the odds at all, even if we left tonight.
Then we should stay.
And at this point, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk to the other side where everybody is down there on the bottom. And I'm gonna say, Caitlin says we're staying, so we're staying. And I'm just gonna go walk back over, sit with you, and share a comfortable silence between the two of us, and let them figure out their own lives. In fact, I think I say that. I say there. Now let them figure it out.
So at this point, Arthur, you're kind of revving to go. It's taken a bit of time. You're going to see that River is kind of talking to Bug. Clint walks off, kind of disappears. At this point, you're just kind of like looking, seeing through rear view mirror, and kind of like turning your head to the back. You're going to see that everybody is kind of a little bit more reluctant at this point to kind of like jump into the car and go. Um, and then eventually, you're going to hear Clint say out loud, "Caitlin's staying. We're staying."
Um. Okay.
Hmm.
If you want to fight Sledgehammer, we can fight. It's okay.
Arthur starts the truck.
Ezra gets out of the truck when Clint says that.
Do we hear it?
I presume if he came outside and told everyone that Ezra heard that.
Well, I'm on the roof, so yeah, I can see you.
So yeah, when
The rev of the V8 of a Ford of the steel hawk. What do we call
Eagle.
it now?
Gee, it's not
Still
hard.
Eagle.
Still Eagle.
It just
It
doesn't.
rhymes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't roll off the tongue. We'll workshop it. No idea, no bad ideas in a brainstorm.
Yeah.
No bad ideas.
Yeah, but full of the Eagles. That just
Yeah.
rolls right off the top. Okay. So yeah, hearing the engine, yeah, we've just settled into, like, I was about to start reading the book again, and then hearing the engine, she stuffs it in the hoodie pouch. And then yeah, jumps up and runs to the edge of the roof.
Take it easy. Like, just relax a second. Just let the engine idle.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, wait.
I think that Arthur. I think that he would legitimately let it sit there for a minute, to the point where he's like, you would, if you're still looking anywhere that's back there, would see, the lights flicker past reverse and into, probably all the way to drive. And then he would, hold it there for a minute before slamming it back up into park and shutting it off. And he is going to open the door, and close it and leave everything in the truck and walk away from the gas station.
He needs to sleep. I look back at Clint like,
Ezra will look up at the roof, and if you make eye contact with him,
Yeah.
he will nod to you in understanding and just walk back into the service station.
You set a wall. You set a boundary, Caitlin. Gotta hold it. Hold the line. You know that you're doing this for them.
when don't I?
It's gonna be all right. Arthur's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bug's probably wildly indifferent. I don't know. I haven't heard Bug in a while, but Ezra, Ezra's gonna do what Ezra does. He's gonna be fine. They're all gonna be fine. I cough as I finish the
Cold air.
cigarette that I no, I was finishing the cigarette that I was smoking as I'm looking up at the stars. Uh, they're gonna be mad, and they're gonna get over it. Tomorrow is a new day. What's Arthur always say? 0-0.
0-0, yeah.
If he wants to be mad at somebody, he can be mad at me. It's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. You probably saved their lives, but that's part of saving people's lives. Sometimes they're gonna be mad at you for it. Does it make any sense? Not really, but
No, it does make sense. It I've seen it
yeah.
because you stop them from doing what they really want to do.
So, River, Bug, at this point, you'll see that Ezra goes inside. Clint yells out, Caitlin's going to stay, we're staying. You'll see that the truck, the lights turn on, the car is put into drive, and then all of a sudden it's put back into park and the car shut off. You'll see that Clint goes ahead, sorry, not Clint, but Arthur goes ahead, jumps out of the truck, closes the door, and just starts kind of like walking away from the gas station. River, Bug, what do you guys do?
For Bug, this whole time she hadn't really entered the car yet. She had just been kind of leaning against it, seeing what everybody was gonna do. At this point, um, after Arthur walks away, I'll motion to go after him, see if River wants to do anything about the joint or not, and then go towards where he went.
Yeah, I'll. It's night. I'll go with Bug.
All right, both of you begin to approach Arthur as he's kind of like walking away from the gas station, kind of just like making his way towards the road. And you'll see that he purposely is making his way towards, the south and whatnot, trying to kind of pursue a path that would lead him to where he wants to go, but he knows he can't get far at night and not on foot. At this point, you begin to approach. What do you say? What do you do?
I do want to make it clear, like if he would walk up to like a bench, like a not a park. I'm trying not to say park bench, but the park bench on the side of the road. What the
Bus
why can't I?
stop.
But yeah, like just a fucking bench, guys. All right,
Bus stop.
you're muted, and if you're trying to help me out with the bus stop from Philly,
No, one of those like those tornado or thunderstorm shelters that they put out in the middle of nowhere sometimes.
yeah,
That is not what I got at all. I was like, what was this all about? Like
Umbrella.
drowning?
sure, yeah.
I speak with my hands a lot.
No, but
Yeah,
they're like obviously in the Midwest, they're a lot sturdier built. Like it's not just a bus stop. There's always gonna be something over it.
Yeah,
There's some part of it cement. Like it's very structurally built, so you can get windbreak. Yeah.
So just to let you know, you're so far out into the boonies at this point that what you're going to probably find is like a tree that has fallen over, and they kind of just use it for that.
Yeah, if it's even it's the curb, whatever. Let's see. I'm just saying he's not walking out into the fucking woods. He's not just gonna keep walking through the town like walking into the friggin' wind here. He's just
For sure.
you don't have to go far, as I'm saying.
Um, okay, in that case, yeah, Bug will kind of approach, hands in pocket, just kind of awkwardly swinging back and forth on her shoes. Just be like, "Hey, you're good. You know we're gonna get her, right?"
Bug, I don't know a damn thing. People want to set lines. People want to make you draw your own line. People don't give a fuck about your line, Bug.
I think the only thing we do know is that we can only do this if we work together. And unfortunately for you tonight, it's not it's not what you the decision that you would want.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about lines, but we made a promise to Charlotte. We're gonna get to her. We just can't be dead before we get to her, you know?
See me dying.
Well, we got pretty close last time.
Well, this is where we sit listening to everybody else.
You might not say a lot, Arthur, but know that when you do, I'm listening at least. And I think the same probably goes for kind of everyone here. I will do anything I can to help you.
Is that the whole speech?
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the
Sound like
C4 if you want to go for it. Damn. I know how you feel. I promised her we would go back and we did it. I just,
Hey, I'm not
I don't know
arguing with
what's
anybody.
right.
I'm just a man sitting on the side of the road, Bug.
I feel like you're more than that.
Maybe tomorrow.
Will you be here tomorrow?
I mean, I'll probably come inside eventually if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Good. I guess I just don't want us to break apart over this.
Well, I guess it says a lot that we're all still sitting at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, friend.
Yeah. Suppose so.
Did old boy finally climb up into the treehouse?
Uh, yes. Wait, what did you say?
I love Bug being canonically confused. River over her shoulder, like,
Oh,
Nothing you gotta worry about, Bug. I think one way or another the night will be all right.
Okay, good.
As you say that, Arthur, what is the final thought at this moment for Arthur before he goes ahead, kind of, gives into the fact that you're going to be staying here at the gas station? What is the final kind of like almost that desire, that last inkling that you need to snuff out before you just yield and turn around and go back to the gas station and find some rest for the night?
I think excuse me, haven't brought up even the last, the fight that kind of changed his life recently and that kind of thing. I think he kind of reflects on the moment of even what his trainer had said before going out into that what was his last round. And the advice he was given that went out the window as soon as the first punch was thrown in the round. And him ignoring that and giving in to what, just the instincts were, is what, ended his career and didn't lead to the victory. So he didn't have the victory. And when he woke back up, he had nothing. And I think that he just kind of reflects on the idea that maybe the decisions he's already made have in fact already dictated the outcome. And it doesn't really truly matter what he does moving forward, but he knows that he has to do something. And the goal in mind, to one way or another, regardless of the outcome, is to get to Charlotte.
Eventually, it gets a little too cold, a little too quiet. And Arthur, you're going to relent and you're going to make your way back towards the gas station. At this point, our attention is going to be taken away from the gas station. At this point, we are going to be seeing these vessels flying overhead. Explosions riddle one of them as M1 Abram tanks begin firing. The ships begin to kind of flounder and begin to crash, heading back towards the Earth as gravity pulls it down. The devastation being realized. In this moment, we're going to see a street as this fighting is going to be raging on. A school bus is kind of situated within the center of the street. You're going to see that an explosion nearby tips the school bus over. You're going to see glass breaking and shattering. You're going to see that the people inside of the school bus are going to be tousled about. You're going to see that Mabel kind of tries to cope with the moment, and she's going to stand up looking out, trying to see what had happened. At this point, you're going to see a almost bullet wound appear upon her shoulder. Blood is going to splatter. You're going to see that Mabel falls back. We're going to see inside of the bust itself, and we're going to see that Charlotte, her hands now cut by glass, is beginning to sob and cry. And in this moment, you are going to start hearing the words, bit by bit, torn apart. We never win, but the battle wages on for Toy Soldiers. From Toy Soldiers by Martika, 1988. And that is where we are going to end the scene, or the session.
Damn.
Amazing.
I take back every good thing I've ever said about you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. You thought Clint was an asshole.
That was a great session, everyone. Seems like we're all having our little moment.
Yeah, the low point right before the triumph at the end.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We will.
Who knows?
Thank you, viewers and listeners of the podcast, for your support today. Please check us out on Discord, our website, Instagram, all the usual spaces. Thank you so much to my wonderful table here and players. We will see you next week, same time, same bat channel, for session 12 of The Last Caravan. We only have, 2 left, Jarn?
2 left.
2 left, so it's coming up. I know I'm excited.
It's gonna go on forever. It's gonna go on forever.
Forever.
Well, the internet is indeed forever. You can check out all the episodes
you're
on
90.
YouTube. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye-bye.